so that they don't get my BRB in the middle of it. What's the time? Let me... There we go. You better have got her a great vibrator. Right, what were we doing? Oh, we're gonna go to Tenderlender. Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We've got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then. Bye. You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I kind of got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me. What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got a birdie so I could make it. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe. How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on Earth who could down this much meat. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. I would down all of those weenies. I would swallow every single one of those weenies. Are you saying I need to get you a better one, Pig? I've got myself covered. Oh my god. Spent $2,000 on that sucker. So you give it to her. It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. Can't exactly say no, can I? Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. He's finally gone. Right, I can't give it to her yet. If they're Dick's weenies, I'd definitely be swallowing them. If they're Goddard's, then they're mine. Oh, nerds! We found the nerds! Wow, this place is so high-tech. You can almost smell the electricity in the air. It is a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know? Who are you? Ooh! Oh, she's so cool! Oh, hello? I'm sorry, access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Bassel. I'm the company director. She's human. She seems more like a ghost in a shell. And that thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glen Elg's? There's a DMH. That's a DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's a HMD. Of all my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. Wait, no. All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. And do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. Where is there no security? Because they're nerds. Is that... What is this? Wow, look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Neat Google Glasses, nerd. Exactly. Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full of those. Looks like they're all losing tickets though. Right, so Glen Elg had, there's over 500? He had a bloody gambling disorder. This many tickets would get you, what, $1 down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you tried to profit from the dead, Nick. Just taking them as evidence, Maya. He was also sleeping here by the looks of it, right? Whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real WizKids can work under any condition, you know. She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry, then. Hey, this calendar, what about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah, it says, meet with the tiger. The tiger? He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow, I bet that's where the programmer comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could become an old CD... I could become old CD's apprentice. And what about your spirit medium training? Why is she going with that pervert? Hey, look, Nick, it's a supercomputer. It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. That explains why we don't use the computer in our office. You work there too, Maya. Yeah, but at least I'm... Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. She's a human, Maya, not a computer. These pillars almost look like they're moving. It's kind of unsettling. Nah, they just look a bit twisted or warped or whatever word I'm looking for. This office was designed with a futuristic feel in mind. Futuristic? Yes, we tried to imagine what things might look like in the future when we designed it. It helps to soothe and calm the soul. On second thought, I agree with you, Nick. This place is really unsettling. It is. Look at these wires! Do they not tidy their wires? Who doesn't tidy their wires? Fucking nerds. Would you mind taking a look at this? I'm sorry, that data is super admin restricted, desktop access, password protected. Super admin restricted, desktop access, password protected? What? This is madness. No, Maya, that is Sparta. She won't tell us unless we say the right code word. Code word, Sesame. If it's not Sesame, then it must be her mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. There's no point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Maya. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe she'd focus on asking about Glen Elk. What do you say? Fine! About Mr. Elk. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from one or two bugs in his personality. Oh? Like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. We've got to find out what this trouble was exactly. So, what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source-level components to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management. It doesn't matter, they analyze stuff, you got that much right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage medium. You've got to be rolling over those constantly? They would! No cable ties? Did they try swordfish? How about guest? Get out of here. Body odor being the second bug? I mean, there's no lie. There's no fucking lie. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. It is a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time-slicing common... Obviously, program structure heavily influences response time and performance, so the variables in memory overheads is vitally important to the... Well, you get the idea. This is the thought thing we're involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah. Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know, it's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier too, but I couldn't tell him anything either because... The waitress who committed the crimes has nothing to do with Blue Screen's Inc. Oh. How about Mr. Elk's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one, right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you're welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. I mean, I've already taken what I want. Fuck you, lady. About Mr. Elk. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry. Why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Don't smile at me like this, lady. I know when you're lying. 3 Cyclops. I guess Mr. Elk is like every other man with his own pile of secrets. There's a lot of confidential information here. She's super liberal with what they're working on exactly. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elk was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service. What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Bassel, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elk's troubles have something to do with this? What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing on others' misfortunes is immoral. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elk, he had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elk's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? Is that gonna be that one? Revelance. Exactly. I'm making it work now. Revelance. Oh my god. You all have a pile of secrets, even if you don't know it. They know it. They fucking know it. They definitely know it. I think it's this. Lottery, horse racing. He bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps. No! You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000? Yeah, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elk won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elk's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. I don't have that. I'm guessing it's gonna be Tiger. Alright, let's go. Did he? Tigers more terrifying than death? They are, especially when they howl at me. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger is in his lair, and that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Talk about creepy voice, it makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. Oh, here she is. You're here to discuss alone? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait, quietly, please. She's gone, just like that. I guess we'll just have to come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay? Do you think it'd be okay? Of course, no one will ever know. Coffee? Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy, quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here. Oh no, someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did she manage to knock one of those over? Are they supposed to be super heavy? Oh hey, there's a book of matches here too. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a sec. What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says Très bien. Très bien matches added. Let's touch the desk. I will definitely touch the desk. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. I like that he's got Ric Flair's robe. Like, they had a Macho Man. They had a Macho Man thing earlier, and now they've got Ric Flair's robe. 100% appreciated. Sorry, I was having a drink. I was ingesting some cock. The important things in life, ingesting cock. Oh my god, I'll hydrate with my water though. There's the hydrate. Hey, look at this Parisian style coat. It's so chic. Looks like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. The same color as my suit? Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick, you gotta take a look at this. Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly, otherwise. Sure. Do you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you, only so I can take care of you, understand? I'm scared, Nick. So, what were you getting so excited about before? Look at the label of this suit. That's an attorney's badge. Is the tiger a lawyer? No way, look at this thing, it's made of paper. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Do the stretches? I can do the stretches. Old man stretching here too. As long as you're stretching with me, I don't mind. I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do something that I can do. There you go. Have a can-do attitude, guys. Also, I don't know if you saw Fake, but we're starting stream later tomorrow. We're probably going to do some golf with friends about 4 PM my time. Just so you know. No? Excuse me? Excuse me with your nose? Kitchen clean? Nice. Excuse Anna with your nose? Oh, I didn't even press fucking start! I'm doing the stretch and I didn't even press start! Jesus Christ! Ah. Now you just have one last load to dry and the bathroom to clean. Nice, Dogma. You're being super productive. I am proud. Oh, oh, oh. Right, there we go. There's the stretches. You're also very hungry. Make sure to eat a little bit. Make sure to eat a little. You did the thing? Nice, I'm happy. You did the thing. Everyone be productive. Everyone, including you, Warted. You need to be more productive because you stuffed your face full of a brownie earlier. Let's see. This round doll thing is called Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured in case you wondered. I mean, you aren't making stuff up for a change. Heh, I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now, this yellow thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's the king. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know? Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work in his car. Does he even have one? 15,000 to replace a bumper and a light. That's insane. The car's registered to the Cadaverinis. Huh? So it's not even the Tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in a Tiger's office? There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud it's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the Tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Ah! Yes, thanks. It was lovely. Tigers in Africa? I put in some food for eating shortly. Nice. The desk is loud? It is loud. I think it was a joke based on, you know, loud being, like, obnoxious. So, you drank it all. Heh heh heh. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. That coffee, it was laced with something. I'm almost so sure of it. Nick, my stomach, it's killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it was just a burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the? What? It's not the Rockwell soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. Ah! You're gonna reward me touching your stuff with coffee? That was some fart. Come out from under the desk, Maya. What are you two snooping around in my office for? Nothing. We're just... Grah! My precious carpet. You've got ash on my rug. You're gonna wish your ugly feet never come through my door. It wasn't us. It was already like that. Yous want to argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think yous can take me on? I'm gonna flatten yous two with pancakes and turn yous into my new rugs. Ah. Oh. Don Tiger, you're back. Ah, that voice. It's like evil seeping into your head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tiger. I knocked over that ashtray earlier and... has she got a death wish or what? Oh, right. Huh? Forget about it, but Violetta. Of course she's called Violetta. It's nothing. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Bruh, Phoenix right. Yes? You're either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you've gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. Heh, but I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? Heh. You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things to add. Grrr! Ah! No question. This is the last time we meet. Ah, wait, but please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you'll want to talk. I didn't hear you scream, hold it, either. The espresso. Ah! And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta?
Objection!
Cookies! We all like cookies and fire. Exactly! This woman is basically all of your guys' goth girlfriend. Sadly, she's not got big titties, though. And I also don't know how old she is. It has not told us. So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tenderlender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you expect from a family-sized business, a conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy. Why do I get a feeling this sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tenderlender. Hey Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tenderlender is... Oh, thank you. Tenderlender is on your side. So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then? We give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was there that day with the manager. The manager being the tiger. Furio Tiger. Furio to Tiger. So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Zinniof's real name. Zinniof's got a real name, Nick. Hurry up and find out more about him. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tiger. Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Heh. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the scary dark girl doing working together? We are lovers. It's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I owe Don Tiger my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please, address him properly as Don Tiger, otherwise I'll have to... Okay, Don Tiger, of course, I'm sorry. He saved her life. I'd sure like to know how that happened. I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died. Once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope. I guess you were expecting her to take a boat ride across the River Styx. But Don Tiger, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. Still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head? This? So what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little head... A fatal injury? I pressed the button too soon. I knew she was dead. Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So, that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once. Operation while still having all that hair? She really creeps me out, Nick. Same here. but we've got to find out the truth.
Take that!
Let's have a look. Oh my god, she's got so many. Why didn't I notice that before? You said that bandage around your head was from an operation. You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes, the operation was very difficult apparently. Now by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Heh, heh. Did the injury in question have something to do with this? Maybe that one? I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. This bill was made out to the Cadaverinis. Yes, it is. I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me? Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. The relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. I do not know. I do not know. But I feel I might have, because they're dead too. There he is. Old CD's back feeding the pigeons again. There, take this, and get out of my park. Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man. What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Ka. Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo. Pigeon. Ka. Look, we really need to talk to you, alright? Out with the demons. In with good fortune. Ow, seeds, shell splinters. Painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Heaven will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the servant girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lad's Jabberchino. We hear you. And another thing, the young layabout was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles. Well, we're really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-head brat. Take this. You said you were a craftsman, right? The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves. So surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole, objection! Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I've got a tsunami of frustration inside, and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? Oh, cut in or suck it up. Kind of want to suck it up, I'm not gonna lie. Grill sees dead people? True. You leave animals out of this, boyo. She wanted to get some personal information for her husband. Makes it it's equivalent of a social security number in the NS. Oh, suck it up. Oh, so I'm guessing that's like our, what's it called? National insurance. You haven't touched your Jabba candle toast? Oh my god, Candle. I don't know if you've ever watched Kay's Kitchen, But she's this awful, awful chef or woman who cooks in the UK. And she once did avocado toast. And she had a fucking eggplant. And she kept calling it an avocado. And never once did it, like, hit her that it was a fucking eggplant. Never. Yeah. Our national insurance is basically the social security number in the US. I thought the Canadians called it the same, but... Awful, awful woman, truth. See, I know some things, guys. Sometimes I smart. You know? Sometimes I know what I am talking about. Maybe not often. But sometimes. Guess I better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days then. Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Grandad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of two-bit community handyman? Well... Buy some bread, now that I can understand. What's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see? At home, at the restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Yo, Avia! I don't usually do Ace Attorney on Saturdays, I just couldn't be bothered to do anything else. So, I am absolutely happy that you were gonna leave. Do not worry. Wait a minute, what did he just say? At home and at that restaurant? Hold up, by restaurant, are you talking about Trebienne? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did, the very day that young brat was poisoned. What? So, on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The servant girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast. I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excusez-moi, you call the police? Call them yourself, I should have said back. But I didn't think of it at the time. So, did you end up calling the police? We are gonna, when I finish, we are gonna be hanging out if you want to come and hang out, Avia. We're gonna watch Inside Number 9, and maybe a movie. So, if you want to come and hang out, I won't be streaming for much longer, but... Well, that is an option. Like I said, it was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Cat, do I look like I'd have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? You'll go get some food? Get good foods. I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You went looking for one? I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so. For 5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened, yes sirree, the owner was at Trebienne on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you'd given me a chance, but you all bullied me out of the courtroom. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got... Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm shouting and it's not him. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the uncounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious, which leaves that that man alone in the restaurant. Okay, Warted, I will ask this. Is there significance to the fact that they keep getting him mixed up with a woman? Or is it just a joke? Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Ah. Oh, sure. You go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, It's just a joke. Alright, fair. He might just be like a drag queen. I did wonder. It was like the Adrian thing, when they spelled Adrian that way. I was wondering if there was a point. I kind of guessed it was just a joke, though. I'm not one that likes that kind of joke, though, to be honest. We need to get more details about what exactly happened from Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. Right, we gotta go. We gotta go. We got people to talk to. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again, but the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Probably. Can I talk to Maggie now? Oh, yeah. Oh, Mr. Wright! Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you. Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm gonna stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident anyway. Is it possible she was the one misremembering things? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yeah, I've got something you're gonna love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox? Weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this too. It's a bit iffy with that sense of humor. Fair. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But... She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But... I guess so. Well, how was it? That hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. Oh, this is really sad. Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yup. There are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? Do you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bombermeyer. The name was scrawled on the sports paper as well. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication that's gone missing too. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn L, collapsed, right? Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police, and before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Treadbien. No idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go to call the police. Exactly, and you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No, you don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that feeds it. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when he spoke with him earlier. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old CD. Just don't really see it as a joke. He's just in drag. Man, but he refers himself as a woman, so it seems like a persona, and everyone else is just isn't sure. I think you're being too nice to Japanese media, fictional. I think that's the problem. And I think the big problem with me right now is the fact that I've been watching One Piece. And I'm at that place where, like, Sanji's been sent to the new camera place. And it's just, I don't like when Japan makes these kind of jokes, because I know very often it's not in good humor. Yeah, no, that's absolutely the right way to do it, to be honest. But, like, I don't think anyone really knows, but well, Warted will. But Britain had, like, a really big drag scene when we were kids. Like, in the last month, two of our biggest well, not our biggest drag queens, one of them was Australian, but two of the biggest drag queens that used to be on TV all the time have died, and it's heartbreaking because regardless of what people have said about Barry Humphries, because I know nothing about Barry Humphries other than him being Dame Edna, you know, I don't know about any of the shit he meant to have done that wasn't that great, but, like, it was just something the UK really embraced, you know, and we still do, so, like, that and the fact that I'm totally, you know, for trans people, sometimes when Japan jokes about these things, it's like when people joke about old people as well. Like, it's hard to explain what I mean with that, because there's a certain type of joke. It just kind of comes off as being, like, really awful. It's just a bit odd how they play the situations. Yeah. Who am I asking about? I'm asking about the old man. I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Distasteful? Yeah. It's like I've always said, the thing that turned me off... not Family Guy, American Dad. Many things turned me off Family Guy. The one joke that turned me off American Dad for the longest time was an episode where they, where Francine loses her memory and believes she's a teenager still. So they fooled this old woman and stuck her in the back of the van and then left her there. And, like, it's not a joke. And things like that really happen to old people. And I was like, this isn't something people should be making fun of. You know, like, I'm not someone who's there, like, you need to respect your elders. You just need to be nice to people in general. And, like, the old woman hadn't done anything wrong. And the whole joke was that they just left her in a parking lot, stuck in the back of a van. And I was like, it's not funny, though. It left a really sour taste in my mouth. And it gets like that a lot. And I know it's just a Japanese thing. I do know it's just a Japanese thing. And I try not to, like, judge it too harshly. But the thing with, like, trans people and drag queens that Japan has kind of sometimes just, like, really annoys me. Because, like, they're real people who, you know, you're laughing at just because, as Warted said, they're different from us. And I don't like it. But, like, make a joke about it, sure. Like, make an actual joke. They don't care either. Like, they want to be treated like normal people. If you have a joke that is good to make it. But making someone just the butt of a joke for the sake of it, it happens too often in Seth MacFarlane stuff. Which is the one thing I hate about Seth MacFarlane, because I fucking love him. And every, like, his, what's it called? The Star Trek one. The Orville was perfect. You know, the Orville was perfect. But a lot of other stuff, when he has to be, like, super funny, he just ends up making jokes at people instead of having them as part of the joke. And I'm like, it's not funny, though. I don't get why people find it funny. I'm not the kind of person that likes to laugh at someone just because they're different. Because I'm different, I guess, you know? I had it when I was growing up, people laughing at me because, you know, I'm autistic. And I didn't know I was autistic, you know? And people still to this day laugh at me because, you know, I say I'm non-binary and stuff. And they think it's stupid. And I'm like, it's not. And my life isn't a joke. And neither are these people's lives, you know? So it just, it really upsets me, as you can tell, because I'm talking a lot about it when I don't need to be. Punching down, exactly. And it's why I've always liked people like Paul O'Grady, who was Lily Savage, and I love Eddie Izzard or Susie Izzard, you know, who was like, I mean, she wasn't really drag, she was just, you know, ambiguously gendered, you know, but I always loved them growing up because they didn't care that people laughed at them, because they made so many people laugh with them that the people who laughed at them just looked pathetic, you know? And Eddie Izzard is still doing that to this day. Like, you treat someone badly, haha, exactly. Like, I just don't... I don't like it. I don't like it. And it happens very often. Like, you know me, I love Japanese stuff, but it happens too often in Japanese stuff, because it's still, like, very prevalent in a lot of the stuff that they think of this, and I'm like... I know they possibly don't feel that way, and they feel they probably are making a joke with them, but to a Western person, it just feels below them, especially, like, the One Piece stuff. It's so below Oda to make these jokes all the time, and it's why, Sanjay pisses me off so much, because he is such a well-written character, and then they stick that in, you know, to make him, like, funny. Like, look at Sanji, he's so disgusted by transgendered people and drag queens and stuff, and I'm like, that's not funny, though. That makes Sanji a horrible character. It's a horrible character trait to have, you know, and I don't get why they continually have him do it. Anyway, that's me off my high horse, guys. I'm off my high horse, let's get on with it. Still, I feel a bit uneasy, huh? I thought you just said you felt much better. Tattoo comfortable at making casual rape jokes, that they still make some awful fucking jokes. Like, I love Japanese stuff, but like a lot of it, I try not to judge too harshly because it's a different culture, and you know what happens in their culture. Like, you know, I'm not gonna judge them too harsh because they probably don't like British culture, you know, like no culture is perfect or anything, but it does, as someone who watches it a lot and stuff, I'm there like, please, please, please. I mean, I wasn't quite expecting to have the conversation I am pleased in response I got when explaining. Oh, you're gonna have to tell me what that is now. You don't have to on stream, though, but you'll have to tell me what the conversation was. Though you just said you felt much better. But, Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out to you as odd? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite... Huh? Doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table... It's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was... a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy? Cackling? Why do I get a feeling I've come across a woman like this recently? This might be why it's important that it was a female officer, Fick. It might be that this woman, like, this is just a conspiracy in general, and it was, Viola. Put a brief comment about it in Discord last night, but sure. I mean, I wasn't paying attention after a while. I remember the brownies. Oh my god, you even fucking replied to my comment with it. You literally fucking replied to me and I just ignored you. I was going to sleep at that point though. I think I was actually asleep at that point. non-binary men and persuade them that response, but like a stone, was not really a smart thing to say. Well, oop. Can I think? So what happened was I woke up, well, I went to sleep, I was watching Let's Game It Out. And that was a bad idea because, you know, a certain someone was the person who introduced me to Let's Game It Out. So I got upset because I was watching Let's Game It Out and I was like, we haven't watched YouTube together in so long, he hates me. So, I fell asleep watching that. And then I woke up at 1 AM and then I convinced myself that, you know, other things had happened and got upset. And then went back to sleep. And then when I woke up this morning, I just saw Punky complaining about the storm. And I was like, okay. Okay. That was all I had to say was okay. And then I lay in bed until about 10 AM. And then I went and did that fucking stupid bread box. Because fuck my life did I have to do that. Fuck my life did I have to do that. What was I doing? Oh, I was asking her about the woman. I know I used to be on the police force there, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons to the clientele of Tribien, sir. Don't let it get you down, Maggie. No? No, alright. Maybe I can go and get a name from Gumshoe, because he's over here, isn't he? The main server just went up in smoke. Why the heck isn't a press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch. No! Just when some young G was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. Wow, this place is really buzzing. Something must be going down. Something really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe? You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We've got big problems here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus. A virus. A virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. But I really need to ask you some questions. You're gonna get asked some questions any fucking way. Yeah, I think I fell asleep about 2, woke up at 6. Yeah, like I woke up about 1:30, or just after 1:30, I think. And then come to a really weird conclusion and cried myself back to sleep. And then woke up and was like, I hate my life. I fucking hate my life. And then I had to have a fight with a fucking bread bin. Okay, I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up. Yes, no matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear? Okay. If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. We're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark, and it seems it ran into trouble just recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? That lady? Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick? We better find out what the story is with this lady. So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know. What? Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is? Well, Nick, do you? A computer virus, sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is, well, it's all internal. So the inside goes boom, right? Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network, so the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh? But, Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't infect their own machines. They send a virus to someone else's. What? That's horrible. Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Goddit so he catches a cold. I want to sneeze on Goddit. Can I sneeze on Goddit? Is that a thing I can do? Can I go and sneeze on him? Right. Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Who? What? Where? When? And why did this conversation jump to talk about me? Anyway, that's what computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. Name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard of it before too. Did they give me the name? I don't remember them telling me the name. What was the name? Is it this? Detective Gumshoe, I'm about this. What? I'm trying to... Ah! This is it! The stupid name, I remember now! I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. Name scribbled on that sports paper and written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber. What? Muck Bomber. I'm just gonna call it Muck Bomber from now on. Yeah, the virus that's just infected every computer in the station, pal. It's Muck Bomber. Can you give us any more details, please? Oh, I also want to ask about the woman, actually. That's the girl who works over at Tenderlender. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's Viola Cadaverini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini. Bruto Cadaverini? Fucking Italian names. First they give me French to read, now it's fucking Italian names. What could be worse than not being forgiven? Being murdered? Do you know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruto Cadaverini's the boss of the Cadaverini family. The Cadaverinis? That's one scary sounding name. Can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. Better get some more info out of Gumshoe about this family. Your niece said, not forgiving you for putting her in a timeout. Alright, I have a story, right? So you all know that my sister has a girlfriend, and she lives with her girlfriend and her girlfriend's kid, right? Chantel, the little devil. She apparently called Cordelia, my youngest niece, a bitch the other day. And Christy, in all her fabulous 14-year-oldness, because my sister was at work. So my sister works as a delivery driver. So she was at work, so she couldn't do anything about it. And she was like, tell Becky, and if Becky forgets to tell her off, then tell me, then remind me, and I'll tell her off when I get home. Because Becky has, I don't want to say brain damage. She does kind of have, like, problems. Like, I think she did have brain damage. She has memory problems due to a disability due to her brain, alright? That's all I can say, because I don't really remember what else. But I don't like saying brain damage, because that makes it sound a lot worse than it possibly is. But I think it is brain damage. But, so, like, Becky forgets, and she can't always, you know, discipline the kids, which is one of Chantel's problems, was that she was never really disciplined. And, so Christy decided to tell her off. And in Christy's own words, because I was like, don't you call Cordelia a bitch? And she was like, yeah, but she's my sister. Chantel's not biologically her sister, so Chantel can't call her anything. And apparently, as she was telling Chantel off, she slapped her across the face because she didn't take it quite as seriously. So then Christy had to get told off for slapping Chantel for calling Cordelia a bitch. And in all of this, Cordelia doesn't even know anyone called her a bitch yet. But I think deep down, Christy realizes that looking after Cordelia and Giles is kind of her job as the older sister. And I think after Chantal chucked Giles across the room. Who in the soap opera did I just hear? I've said it to fictional before. One thing with my sister is everything I tell anyone about my sister is 100% true, but it sounds like something out of a soap opera every single time. I could, like, literally, she got pregnant the first time she had sex with her partner, or her boyfriend at the time, Kai, right? And then he went to jail before she gave birth for stomping on someone's head and stealing their iPhone. So he was in jail at the time she was giving birth. And when she was giving birth, he phoned me about 5 times, demanding to know if Catherine had died. Because, you know, he was so sorry. He had had a dream that she died in childbirth. And I was like, I don't know. I don't care. No one's telling me anything. I am asleep. I do not give a shit. I was up late. Will you stop messaging me? And then he phoned the hospital shouting at them because I told him to stop messaging them or phoning me. Oh my god. Like, my sister's life is one fucking giant soap opera. And if you ever think I'm lying about it, I don't blame you. Because it sounds like a lie. But it ain't. And now I'm gassy. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaberinis? Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared. What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop. These guys are scary. They've got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them. They've got too much moolah. Oh, we have our own soap opera music, Dogma. We are the kings of soap operas. Every time the day ends, the from EastEnders plays at my sister's house. It's like your uncle with the Confederate flags tattoo. Some people tend to attract drama. I mean, I won't go into all my sister's life on stream because that's not fair on my sister. But, like, some of the things, and the people around her when she was a teenager as well. Jesus Christ. When we finish stream, I will tell you about her friend. Her friend got pregnant at the same time she did, so their oldest kids are the same age, I think. Maybe Sky's actually a year older. I do remember them being pregnant at the same time, but maybe they weren't. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think they are the same age, because I vaguely remember it. It has been 14 years, to be fair. It would have been 15 years. But, I will tell you about them if I haven't already. I will tell you about her friend. Because I can't even talk about that on stream, because, you know, it's so bad. I can't... Well, it's not bad, but I don't really want to put that on YouTube either. We can't touch them. They've got too much moolah. Moolah, as in... They pretty much control the cash in the city's black market. The black market, huh? And that includes Tender Lender, I take it. Sure, no one stands up to brutal Cadaverini, and I mean no one. Interesting. So, Viola's the granddaughter some mafia boss, then. Yeah, and everyone knows how much Brutal loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So, how did she end up at Tender Lender? I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss of Tender Lender are pretty tight. Tight? That's what it said in a file I read related to Maggie's case. Sounds like a pretty important clue. Right, tell me about Muck Bomber. We already knew about MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head of honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if the demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. Guess? Yes. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses, it almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently, the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus on the black market. You mean someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful... They're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. In the millions? A virus could be worth that much? I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing. And that is... You know, the lunchbox. How did everything go? The lunchbox? You remember, the weenies. I hate weenies. Oh yeah, those weenies. So, how did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch? Huh? Well, it was delicious. Yeah, that's what she said? Really? Well, not exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something could happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Oh. Do me a favor again, pal, and deliver this? This sure is a heavy burden, in more ways than one. I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that. Weenies, again. Nick, tell me we don't have to eat all these too. Is this game PG-13? I really can't eat anymore. I mean, Dick is trying to shove his weenies down Maggie's throat at this point. I feel so sorry for him. As someone who's tried to shove my love down someone's throat before, you know, it's just sad. Oh, she's not here. I can't even give her any. Alright. Go into the kitchen. No, he's not back either. Let's go here. So rated G, got it. Mecha Booba here. That have something to do with this. Alright. I know the first two. That. And then it's that. And then I feel like the last one's gonna be... or just someone or something, or terrifying and ferocious. Furio Tiger, the boss of a loan office called Tenderlender. Tenderlender? People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices. Like you'll want to talk. Well, what do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No, no, no. I mean about Mr. Elg. You think Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tiger? Yes. I'm sorry, I don't know of any connection between the two of them. Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the Tiger knew each other. That's the calendar. Furio Tiger, aka the Tiger, is the boss of the loan office called Tenderlender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. No! It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000. Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but... he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about programming. Well, what computer program is worth $100,000? Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. Soko's cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance this? That's gonna be MC Hammer. Oh, I'm MC Hammer. Fuck my life. MC Bomber! Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. No! Glenn's had more processing power than any computer, but had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt, not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky. A computer virus that you can't touch, MC Hammer. I should have known that was coming. Risky how? Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Tread Beyond. Where'd you come up with these ideas? So it's safe to say Mr. Elk was the creator of this virus, huh? The MC Bomber virus, yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million in the black market. Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change. This date, December 3rd, that is marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts. I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. Ben Elk's losing horse racing tickets thrown back on the floor. Use the trash can, Nick. Right, I got no help there, right? No. Don't worry, Big Nose. Alright, now we've got to do her. Quite literally, let's just do her. Alright. That's not the one I want. I should have gone the other way! My penis is scared of her! And we know this. I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving one of our family's car when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike, or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try to avoid it, but... her vagina probably has teeth. I took a blow to the head, a bad one. Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right? I don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard. Ran away? If they'd stayed, I'd have... is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been... It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident. It wasn't Don Tiger. I refuse to believe it. We collided. The motorbike and my... What the fuck was that noise? You know. We collided, the motorbike and my car, but Don Tiger isn't injured at all, is he? It was the Tiger who caused Viola to crash, I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the Tiger was involved in this traffic accident on his bike. Is that gonna just be the bike? Best way to lose my virginity, first time, last time, best time. Jesus Christ. Damn it, was talking about that movie a while back. That's why I remember it, it's because we were talking about it. A car crash? What, the noise I heard? Or something else? It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tiger rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Noise you heard? I think it was something falling off the side. Miss Cadaverini. You know the truth, don't you? Heh, heh, heh. This repair bill was paid by Furio Tiger. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they? It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true. I knew it. But Don Tiger still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive. How much are we talking? Very, very, very expensive. She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the Tiger who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tiger told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Your granddad. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but... your grandfather, Brutal Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you're his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but... if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tiger would have paid the money? $1 million. What? What did she have happen to her? 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really? Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it could have been couldn't have been too big. They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million? Just basic American healthcare? Exactly. My grandfather ordered Don Tiger to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigra said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being brutal cadaverini. Yo, hey Kyle! Ouch, exactly. Hydrate? I can hydrate. As you hydrate. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. But I knew that wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. What he did to get the money was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these. What are these? Medical papers? I'm Brittle Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer he simply couldn't refuse. I hope you're doing all right today, buddy. Is what I was trying to say. Wow, I feel so bad for Viola. It's inexcusable, huh? There are two things I consider inexcusable: poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Is everything alright, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I won't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Right. Bonjour! I have been waiting for you to return, Mr. Armstrong. Yo, Hedgehog! Welcome in, welcome in! How's it going? How is everything going? Welcome to some Ace Attorney. How's it going? If you bash someone's brains in with a crowbar, you're fine in my book? That is what you're coming into. That is exactly what you're coming into. Fictional wants to bash some heads in, apparently. Food? Fucking off? Go get food! Go get that food, buddy. Good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you, fellas. Ah, it's Zinioff. Who are you calling Zino? Ah! Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? You just want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers now. Uh-oh. I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. Yeah, you mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. You just want to know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad, and it ain't only her face. She thinks she got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad. Can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm gonna expose what you did to get that $1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's two of us here. You got that too? Oui. Mr. Armstrong, forgive me. Désolé, I cannot argue with him. That really hurt. Is that all you got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. But wait. Don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright. That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Hold it, pal. Detective Gumshoe. Detective? You just think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it. Grr. Whoa. Come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. You guys, get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But, go, pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright. Thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow in court. Tender Lender is going down. Phoenix being stupid, I'm shocked. Rescue me! I need to be rescued! I need to go pee! Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna put you on BRB and I'm gonna go pee. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for. I thought I would have given up on stream long before now, but I'm having so much fun. We might attempt to do this in one sitting. Probably not, because I feel like it's gonna be an extremely long case after this. But we're still gonna do at least one more. We'll do the next part until we get to the next continue. We'll continue. But I'm gonna put some music on for you guys, and I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'll be RBing.
you doing today? If you want the real deal, don't pick someone who steals. You wanna pick a winner instead. Trust me, I'm the original, exceptional, any ori, not like Zook. He's just copying my moves. If you like those moves, pick the OG grooves. DK West is your man. Others they just stand.
Hey Wes, you know Zook still looks up to you.
Hey, don't tell him that.
You're his brother, not from another mother, and you're not a bother. You're a real deal. You got such a big following, and this power is building. It's a threat to the political system of Vinyl City. This is important. Your role is true. Rise up to the occasion and be a real inspiration.
Yes, I've done great things, but I'm not really convinced that Zook really respects what I do. Zook's probably out to get me, to diss me, to mock me, to cut me. Zook can't stand watching me succeed. He wants all the spotlight on him. Oh, poor Zook.
That's silly, Wes. You know Zook's following your footsteps, every move, every groove. You've been inspiring Zook. Our rebellion, Zook's been emulating your success. We're trying to bring back rock to the city and fight the EDM empire.
Zook's been doing great things. I can see it myself, but you cannot do a history of his mean vibes to me. I've been disappointed, down and out. My own brother out to get me. Zook's been forever not liking me. So how can I forgive? How can I move on? We've probably never changed anyhow, anyway.
Wes, you gotta know, Zook was only doing his thing. He wasn't doing anything like scheming. So don't think badly or let your mind go madly in the wrong direction with too much introspection. Instead, refrain your mind, open up your thoughts, widen up your heart. You gotta know your brother looks up to you. He only wants the best, to learn from the best, the real deal, the role model, the one and only rhyme master, the often imitated, never replicated DK West.
Oh, no. Just wait, are you making this up? You're just creating stories that tell of my real glory? You're making me wonder, are you telling the truth? Well, I want to talk with you. I want to ask him things. I'm not really convinced whether that's really how your heart sings. Or you playing me, little brother. You're taunting me. Oh, Jaga Katawa. I have the feeling you got things hidden. Ulterior motives. Got my mind buzzing.
I gotta admit, pride got a hold on me. When I outdid you, Wes, college was when I was the best. But you gotta know any human would feel the same. And like Mayday said, I still look up to you, bro. You built your career from scratch and made it higher and higher until NSR had to step in and kill that blazing fire. They knew you were dangerous, high risk, high energy, highly influential. DK West, simply the best from the bottom to the top of the game.
I created the ruckus, a whole crazy ride that really built up my pride. I never wanted to influence the politics of the city. I just wanted to make music, rhymes, grooves, yeah, hit it. And so I left it all behind. Vinyl City, bye-bye, adios, lavatinga. But yeah, Zook, I see you. You progress from the blur, from the clueless of the clueless to a leader, to a man, to the leader of the rebellion. And let me say, well, brother, that makes me proud inside. DK West, your brother.
West, what you did for the city, even if unintentional, hit all the main points, we really hit national. Was awesome, fully truesome, and despite the powers that be, NSR's monopoly, the crazy grip on the city was shaken to the core. The great DK West managed to shake it. The political system, we need to break it. This is what I'm trying to do now.
Zook, congrats, you the man. You can start the city just like I did before. There's no reason it can't be done more. If something's to be done, it can be done. But you know, Zook, you told me right in my face. You put me in my place. You said I wasn't a brother, and that truly bothered me. Ewa, I'm not your bro. Ewa, really, Zook, bro?
I was dumb, I was stupid, I was foolish, I was blinded. I'm sorry for saying something so dumb, stupid, foolish. I didn't mean to be mean. I mean, you know what I mean. And despite all our bickering, our fighting, our disagreeing, DK West, you will always be Ewa, my brother, my family, my man. DK West, you will always be my brother, my family, my man.